Aiden was 24 years old, studying at university, and preparing to take over his family business one day. His life was supposed to be simple and already planned out by his parents. But everything changed the day he met Mara, a 30-year-old librarian. It was raining heavily that day, and Aiden rushed into the university library to escape the storm. When he shook the water out of his hair and looked up, he saw her. Mara stood there quietly, placing books onto the counter. She had gentle, tired eyes, a soft smile, and a calm way of moving that made the room feel peaceful. She looked at Aiden and said, "Seems like the storm caught you." Her voice was warm and steady, and it made his heart beat faster for reasons he didn't understand. He managed to say, "Yeah, I guess it did." And she smiled, a small, comforting laugh slipping out. From that moment, something shifted inside him. He found himself going back to the library again and again, not for books, but because Mara made the world feel less heavy, less noisy, and less stressful. Their conversations grew slowly. First polite greetings, then small talks about books and his classes, then deeper things, her childhood memories, his fears, her dreams, his frustrations, her quiet strength, and her loneliness. One afternoon, Aiden found Mara sitting alone with red eyes, pretending to read. He sat next to her and softly asked what was wrong. She whispered that sometimes life felt like it was slipping away from her. Aiden didn't know what to say, only that he wanted to protect her, to make her smile again. And that scared him, because he knew this was becoming something more than friendship. But he couldn't stop it, and he didn't want to. Everything fell apart when his mother found a message from Mara on his phone. That same evening, she confronted him, shocked and upset. When she learned Mara was 30, she reacted like it was the worst thing she had ever heard. His father was even colder, saying Aiden had a reputation to protect and that he was embarrassing the family. They demanded he end the relationship. Aiden refused, and that refusal shook the entire house. When arguing didn't work, his parents tried to separate him from Mara another way. They arranged a dinner and brought him to meet Lana, the beautiful daughter of a wealthy businessman. She was Aiden's age, elegant, smart, and everything his parents wanted for him. But Aiden felt nothing. While Lana talked kindly and confidently, Aiden's mind kept drifting back to Mara, her soft voice, her honesty, her gentle heart. Lana noticed his distance and quietly asked if someone else was in the picture. Aiden didn't deny it, and the plan his parents created fell apart. Realizing nothing could distract him from Mara, they grew desperate. His father then made a decision that shook Aiden to the core. "We're transferring you to a university abroad." Immediately. Aiden couldn't believe it. They were willing to send him to another country just to erase Mara from his life. He broke down in Mara's apartment that night. He cried in a way he never had before, saying they wanted to take him away from her. Mara held him tightly, afraid, and whispered that she didn't want to be the reason he lost everything. But Aiden told her she wasn't the reason. She was the one who made him finally understand what he wanted in life. The night before he was supposed to leave, he packed a small bag with shaking hands. His heart hurt, but he walked out quietly and went straight to Mara's door. When she opened it, rain dripping behind him, he told her, "I'm ready to leave everything behind if it means I can stay with you." Mara was shocked, her hands trembling. She told him not to throw his world away for her, but he said he wasn't throwing anything away. He was choosing their world instead. She cried into his chest, overwhelmed that someone would choose her over everything. They planned to leave together the next morning, somewhere far, quiet, and safe. But just as they finished packing, someone knocked loudly. It was his teenage sister Ella, crying and breathless. She begged him not to leave. At first, Aiden thought she was there to scold him, but Ella shook her head and told him their parents weren't angry anymore, they were scared. They realized that if they kept pushing him, they would lose him forever. She told him their parents wanted to talk, wanted him home, and wanted to fix things. Mara looked at Aiden with soft eyes and told him this might be their chance. So together they returned home, hand in hand. Dinner that night was painfully quiet. Aiden's mother couldn't even lift her eyes. His father looked tense and unsure. Mara sat with her hands tightly folded, trying to hold herself together. Finally, Aiden's mother whispered an apology. She said she thought she was protecting his future, not realizing she was hurting him. His father added that they judged Mara unfairly and forgot that Aiden's life belonged to him. His father then turned to Mara and told her that if she truly loved Aiden, and if Aiden loved her, the family wanted to try to understand and accept her. Mara broke into tears. Aiden held her hand under the table, and for the first time in months, he felt he could breathe again. Slowly, the community stopped whispering. The shame faded and the fear softened. Aiden and Mara had faced judgment, age differences, heartbreak, and pressure from every side. But they didn't let go. And in the end, their courage changed everything. Aiden didn't lose his family, and he didn't lose Mara. Instead, he gained both stronger and closer than ever. And Mara, the woman who once believed she didn't deserve a love like his, finally accepted that she did. Their love story wasn't easy or perfect, but it was real, and that made it beautiful.